Hmm?
I know you gonna dig this. Get funky with me.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Here I am at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Just kind of walking through these giant graves. We're going to be going into that building behind me. But this is, I've visited a couple of graves right on the outskirts, right here, and Judy Garland over there, and things like that. Judy Garland's right there. If you can see, not that one there, but the one right over. That's where Judy Garland is. I'm surrounded by these giant headstones, these beautiful marble headstones. It's incredible. I'm going in there, and I'm probably going to have to do a voiceover once I get in because it is ridiculously crowded here today at Hollywood Forever. Hollywood Forever Cemetery is not just a cemetery, it's a tourist attraction. And they have events here, and they so many famous people, everybody wants to come and see them, and Judy Garland is a big part of it. Chris Cornell, Anton Yelchin, Burt Reynolds, the Peacocks, the Peafowl, and I'm here to talk about a gentleman, an actor, who's no longer with us, and his stage name was Iron Eyes Cody. Now, my father, when he was alive, he loved westerns and old westerns. I was not a huge fan of westerns, especially the ones he liked. You know, the John Wayne and all that. I didn't really watch them, but I watched a few. His favorite actor was Randolph Scott. Iron Eyes Cody was in over 100 movies, and he always played a Native American character. Back then, an Indian, as they were called in the movies. Now, okay, have you seen, before my time, before a lot of your time probably, but we all know the commercial Keep America Beautiful with the quote, the crying Indian. He's paddling through a river in, I guess, like a city, I think it is, I'm trying to remember, and it's polluted. And then a single tear comes down from his face, from his eyes. And he's crying because of what people have done to the environment. And I hate littering, by the way. I was just looking, there was a couple of his beautiful lawns here, beautifully taken care of. And I saw a piece of litter, I was just like, what? Who? I guess one or two is fine, but when you see litter, I don't understand people litter. Let your car fill up with garbage, then empty your car, or, you know, that sort of thing. People throw stuff out the car windows I don't get. You know. Anyway, I digress. I'm here to tell the story about Iron Eyes Cody because he famously played the Crying Indian. Friends made a reference to it. Chandler did when they were stuck at the rest stop or stuck somewhere on their way to, I think it was Phoebe's cottage. Chandler, Matthew Perry's character, made it through something And then he said, I was hoping the crying Indian would come by and save us if he littered.
Chandler, what are you doing? There is a trash can right there.
Well, I thought if I littered, that crying Indian might come by and save us.
Iron Eyes Cody was not Native American. He fooled a lot of people into thinking that he was, and then I think he almost convinced himself that he was. But he wasn't. He was of Italian descent. He was born in Louisiana. He was the second child of Italian immigrants. He was 100% Italian. Well, he's American. He was born in America. But he's of an Italian descent, not Native American. And it's a fascinating story. He's buried right in there. I'm not sure if it's his ashes or his body. We're going to find out. Abbey of the Psalms. Psalms. It's a hard word to pronounce for me for some reason. Abbey of the Psalms. And yeah, should be interesting to find him. I just know basically roughly where he is. But I like walking around. I think this one has the giant piano when you walk in that doesn't work. Alright, let's go in. I'll talk more about Iron Eyes Cody. Not his real name. Shocker. Kind of a spin on his real last name. But he gave himself the name Iron Eyes Cody. He played a character named Iron Eyes in a movie, I believe. And then adopted that as his first name. And a lot of people just took it, like said, okay, I guess he really is a Native American. But he wasn't. No, this isn't the one with the piano. All right, I'm getting this information from my friends at the Valley Relics Museum website. It's a cool museum in the Valley, San Fernando Valley in California. Highly recommend going there. Iron Eyes Cody was born Espera Oscar de Corte on April 3rd, 1904 in southwestern Louisiana to Sicilian immigrants. As a teenager, he and his two brothers traveled with their father to Texas and then eventually California, where they would begin acting under the surname Cody. Accounts differ on the reasons behind adopting a new persona, but Iron Eyes was born, inventing a history for himself that would correlate with his new identity. He claimed he was a descendant of a Cherokee father and Cree mother, born under the name Little Eagle. With his distinct looks, Hollywood sought no reason to question his heritage. He appeared along some big names such as John Wayne, Steve McQueen, Abbott and Costello. The PSA, the Keep America Beautiful one, garnered a position on the Ad Council's 50 Greatest Commercials of All Time. Several real Native Americans in the industry began expressing doubt in Iron Eyes' authenticity. They noted inconsistencies in his stories and questionable heritage. This was eventually confirmed when a Louisiana journalist traveled to Cody's hometown, discovering in an interview with his family that he was in fact 100% Italian. The story was held off for quite a bit of time for fear of tarnishing the image that had been created by Iron Eyes. Now eventually the story did hit the press and the Star's cover was blown. Despite this, Iron Eyes Cody, he stood in strong denial of the facts. He continued to claim he was of full Native American lineage for all his days to come. Here we are, Iron Eyes. Mrs. Iron Eyes Cody, 1907 to 1978, and Iron Eyes, 1904 to 1999. Like when you look at his picture, and I'm sure I've inserted quite a few, he looks Italian. As you can see, it's not, I'm all by myself here. I thought there was going to be a lot of people in here, but there was music coming, sorry for whipping the camera, from beyond that wall there. So I guess a lot of the people there's something going on the other side of that wall. And I thought there was going to be a ton of people in here. His last movie appearance was Ernest Goes to Camp. Jim Varney movie. Now, it was 1996. His half-sister exposed his past. He denied it. Now his past being that he's, Italian-American, not Native American, Canadian. Yeah, one thing about him though, he was completely devoted to his adopted culture. He said right to the end, he denied all rumors that he was not Native American. Now, Hollywood's Native American community, they honored him for his outstanding contributions to Native causes. Although he was not Cherokee, they acknowledged him, the Native American community, they acknowledged his charitable deeds were more important than his heritage. He died of a stroke at the age of 94. And I'm sure if my dad were alive right now, this would be a video he would look to see, because he, like I said, he loved the Westerns, so visiting this one for my father. And because it's a really interesting story, the fact that, I mean, actors commit to roles, but this guy committed to a role throughout his life. That's crazy. So that's my visit to Iron Eyes Cody and his wife. They're both resting in peace. If I use the term Indian, it's only because that was what he was referred to back then. It's not the term we use nowadays. It's Native American or Native Canadian or Native, simply as well. But he was known as the Indian in all those movies. And then, of course, the Crying Indian. And way to commit to a role for your whole life. Beautiful urns here, pictures and keepsakes, everything you want, like stuff, little places you put. This couple here looks like them too. That's crazy because one's a redhead, they're on the wrong side, I think. You put little, looks like it's a Raiders fan, Green Bay Packers, or football fan. There's noises coming from over there. What else? People probably saw magazines. This gentleman, thank you for your service. Look at this. Same with this gentleman. Thank you for your service. This person obviously loves Superman, Mickey Mouse, DC Comics. So many things. You can purchase one of these and fill it with all your pictures of your family or tchotchkes, things like that. So there's a marathon runner. Amazing. I saw something that caught my eye when I was walking by. Maybe it was on this one. I'm not sure where it is. What? There's room here for more. And Judy Garland on the other side. You can, I think there's still room for, there's little glass walls like this beside Judy Garland, where if you're a Judy Garland fan, you can be buried next to her forever, or interred next to her forever, I should say. Your ashes. Oh, is this the motorcycle? Ronald. He's got a little motorcycle. Let me get a good angle for you. That's a good angle for you. Yeah. Rest in peace to everybody here. This mausoleum is huge. Thanks for watching, everybody. As I was saying, rest in peace, Mrs. Iron Eyes and Iron Eyes Cody. And to my father. Thanks for watching, everybody. Love you all. Peace out.